Hello, hello. It's Tuesday, and we're excited to be here with you and to share and unbox the new convention kit. Are you excited, Taia?
I am excited. Of course, we had a wonderful convention at doTERRA last week, and we got back on Saturday. We have the new convention kit, and I'm so excited to share all the products with you.
Yeah, it was a truly wonderful convention. And you know what I think I love most about doTERRA and going to the convention is that doTERRA is so dialed in to the needs of people and of society and of what people are dealing with, and they're studying and science-based, providing solutions for people. And I think that's the most exciting thing to me. Last year we got the metabolic kit, and metabolic health is at a crisis in not only our country but even around the world, as our Western habits of processed food spread around the world. People are developing health problems even in other countries that didn't used to have them. So that was an incredibly insightful system release for the MetaPower system, and it is helping so much. And now we've moved ahead into more the MetaPower system has been added to, and other conditions that are priorities in people's lives. So that, I don't know if I explained that very well, but I think that's what I love the most about doTERRA, is just how dialed in they are to our needs and what a good job they do at figuring it out.
Yeah, and they're providing products that are really benefiting our health. They're not just producing products based on consumer demand for popular things, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they're taking the products that they offer. A few of the products that we're going to show you here today are things that we've had in the past that they have made improvements on. So they stated at the convention that they will continually seek to improve their products as they have more information. And we see that both in our gut support and sleep support that we're going to share with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's get after it.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do first?
Well, since we just mentioned sleep and gut health, we'll start with the gut health, because I am so jazzed up about this, and I know that you are currently doing a course on the microbiome, right, and GI health.
I am.
And so the more that we're learning about GI health, you know, it's not just an upset stomach, it affects all the systems in our body, everything that's going on in our gut. And we're learning, I mean, there are some amazing facts. I'm not good about reciting them in terms of like the number of microbes that we have in our system at any given time is just mind-blowing. And those little ecosystems affect so many things in our lives.
They really do. Yeah, we really do. And we can influence the good to be prevalent rather than the negative microbes.
So the two new products that we have are in the PB Assist line. You might be familiar with our PB Assist, which is a probiotic. The first one is a PB Assist Plus. This is replacing the Kids Probiotic. The Kids Probiotic sachets are these little they're these little pouches that you can take. They're almost like a pixie stick. I know that's a terrible analogy because we don't endorse like sugar and dye and stuff, but they're basically just like a probiotic pixie stick that you take. They taste sweet, and then they have all the good gut supporting bacteria in them.
Yeah, they're delicious. And even before the PB Assist Junior that we had in the little sachets, I would just grab one once in a while when I wanted a little sweet treat. And it honestly does remind you of the pixie sticks that we had when we were kids. I haven't had a pixie stick in like forever, but they're just delicious and fun, and kids like them, and they're good for adults too.
So this is a strawberry melon flavor. Again, it was marketed as a kids probiotic, but it is for kids and adults. And this package that comes in the kit that you'll be able to order separately soon has 30 sachets. So it's like a one a day type of thing.
Yep, and great for people that may get frustrated taking capsules.
Yeah. However, if you do take capsules, the PB Restore is an amazing product, and I am super psyched about this. I've been taking it since the day we got our kits. It was the first thing that I took when we got our kits at the convention, because it is a leveled up probiotic blend. There is a list of the actual strains that are included in this blend on the back of it. Has some crazy names. You're studying the names in your course, right?
Oh my goodness, that's the hardest part of this course I'm taking, is all of these names and their spellings. You know, most of us have heard of lactobacillus because that's in yogurt and it's kind of common, and so we kind of can wrap our mind and tongue around that. But all of these other names are like, oh my goodness.
It's a lot to recite. But the basic takeaway for me, and I'm sure you have a different takeaway or can add to it, is that all these different strains of probiotic affect different systems of our body, including not only just our gut and digestion, but our mood, our skin, all these other systems of our body. And when you have the right combination of probiotics and you're taking care of your GI health, then all those other systems improve.
They do. And every area of our body has its own little microbial makeup. We aren't just one microbial family, but our gut has certain microbes, and our small intestine even has different microbes than our colon. And then our mouth has microbes, and our esophagus has microbes, and the reproduction system has microbes, and they're different from each other. And doTERRA developed this Restore system to support all of the microbial systems of the body. And we saw several testimonials of people's skin improving when they have been taking the Restore.
Yeah.
And it's just such an important part of our health, and something that has been little understood, but more research is being done on it all the time. And we can help ourselves so much by supporting our microbial health, our gut health.
So those 2 new products are included in the kit. If I didn't mention already, the kit's going to be available for order on October 1st. And then those products will be introduced into our regular line and available for ordering. If you still have your old PB Assist, and that's something you take regularly, continue taking it. Still a huge benefit. doTERRA does the dual encapsulated chambers. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but basically so that they get through the acid in your stomach and make it into your intestines where they need to be released.
Yes.
And that's also really important. Our old PB Assist had that. This PB Assist also has it. It also has the prebiotic fiber, which is beneficial to digestion. Is that it?
Yes.
And absorbing the...
Yes, and that's in the outer capsule, which will break down in your stomach where it needs to be. And then the microbes that need to be in your small intestine and colon will travel through in the inner capsule to be released in that part of your GI tract. So it's a very genius development in
a genius delivery system.
Delivery system, yeah.
Okay, so next we have our Serenity Sleep System. If you're a doTERRA user, then you're probably familiar with the Serenity Restful Blend. And that was the first essential oil blend that I really fell in love with from doTERRA. It's a beautiful blend, very good for supporting sleep, really good for any time of the day, just to feel more grounded. It's a beautiful personal fragrance. It's a wonderful oil. So in our new sleep system, we have a bottle of the Serenity oil, which nothing has changed to that. Nothing's changed this, right?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's the same formula.
Same formula, the 15 ml bottle. But what has changed is, if you're familiar with the old Serenity formula, is an updated restful soft gel complex. A lot of you are taking these to help support with sleep. You know that they have L-theanine in them, which is naturally relaxing without being drowsy, without making you drowsy. And now these supplements include tart cherry. And it's so funny because I just heard about somebody a couple weeks ago that started taking tart cherry before bed. And I was like, why are you drinking juice before bed? And they said that it helps them sleep.
Yes, there's something about tart cherry that helps our body naturally produce melatonin, which is our sleep hormone. And you've probably heard of taking melatonin supplements and pills, and that might not be all bad. I've read so many studies and conflicting views on taking melatonin as a supplement, but the tart cherry stimulates our body to produce our own melatonin, which is so safe and so healthy. And that is a really integral part of being able to get a good night's sleep.
So the tart cherry in this is a dose large enough to help with that benefit. So not necessary to drink the juice, you're getting it all in these soft gels.
Mm-hmm.
Other ingredients in here are lavender flowering topsoil, L-theanine, like I mentioned. The proprietary extract blend includes the tart cherry, lemon balm, which is also known as Melissa, essential oil, passion flower, and German chamomile. So again, really, really natural sleep support without any kind of side effects of drowsiness or, you know, any of the other bad side effects you can get from other stuff.
Yeah, and it's recommended to take maybe 30 minutes before you're going to crawl in your cozy little nest for the night. And by that time, it's on board in your system, and you should drift happily off to sleep.
Also in the sleep system is the doTERRA Serenity Stick. So this is a new product for us. Really excited about this because it is an easy topical application of Serenity Blend plus valerian root, which is supportive to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I have heard a lot about valerian root. I didn't really look into using it, but this combo is really good for helping support sleep. You just apply it right to the insides of your wrists, to the back of your neck, your chest, your stomach. Very gentle on the skin, and is going to help support sleep.
And it smells so good.
It does smell very good.
Years ago, I took valerian root herbs in a capsule. This was long before I discovered doTERRA. It didn't smell very good. It kind of smelled like dirty socks. And
some herbs do.
doTERRA has sourced a valerian essential oil, and this stick smells delicious. And I've been putting it over my heart, on the back of my neck, on my temples, on my wrists, on my pulse points, and you can put it on the bottom of your feet. And I've been sleeping really well. And the first night that I did all that, I put Serenity in the diffuser, and I had a dream that I remembered. And our REMs, or dream state of sleep, is our most healing sleep. And we all dream somewhat when we sleep, but we want more of that REM sleep, and it's a harder thing to get, especially the longer we live. And so I was kind of excited that I remembered my dream, because I thought that meant I'm dreaming more, right? Because of this sleep system. So dreaming is good for us. It's when our body does the repair, lays down memory tracks, deletes the cookies. You know how we have to do that on our computer. Excuse me. Well, our body kind of needs to do that too. Just clears out all the stuff. And, so we wake up with a fresh new brain ready for the day. And so good sleep is so important, and getting enough of it is so important. And that's something I have a hard time doing, is allocating the right amount of time to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And I really struggle with that, but I'm trying to do better and better. I do. I get busy in the evening, and then I like to get up early in the morning, and so I'm really trying hard to make that a priority, to get enough sleep. And it's so important for our health and our longevity.
Yeah, sleep is important, and if you struggle with it, then you know how depleted you feel when you don't get a good night's sleep. So the sleep system is going to be available soon with doTERRA. You can get it as part of the convention kit. And again, we have aromatic in the oil, topical in the stick, and internal use of the Serenity. And that is going to be a power combo for helping support sleep.
Yeah, very much.
So now, moving on to our Super Mint toothpaste. Very exciting. I have never heard people cheer so loudly for toothpaste. When they announced this product in the doTERRA convention, I mean, people were just ecstatic about it. And the reason being is that natural toothpaste is really hard to find. The toothpaste that we're used to using is, the conventional brands are full of toxins that aren't good for us, and there's warning labels on there not to swallow and to call poison control if you get too much of it.
Yeah.
And so we've had the doTERRA On Guard toothpaste, which a lot of you use, and a lot of some people prefer a mint flavor. So the Super Mint is our new mint essential oil blend, and now we have the toothpaste.
Yeah, I really love the On Guard flavor. It's cinnamony and spicy. And what I have, when I used to use Listerine, I loved that cool, minty, refreshing in the morning. And then I learned about the toxic ingredients that are in it and stopped using it. I've been using the On Guard toothpaste and mouthwash, which I love. I will probably now use the peppermint in the morning, so I get that bright, fresh morning feeling, and use the On Guard in the evening, because why not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited about this. You mentioned Listerine, and we were talking about microbiomes a few minutes ago. And Listerine kills the microbiome in your mouth, which is essential for maintaining balance in your oral health.
It is.
So it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is, and it kills the microbes that are in our mouth that help our body to produce nitric oxide, not to be confused with nitrous oxide, the gas that the dentist uses. But that's very essential to our overall health, our cardiovascular health, and believe it or not, it is produced by our saliva and by microbes that live on our tongue. And Listerine kills all of that, and that's not really what we want to do to our bodies. So it's wonderful to have these refreshing, healthy products that can support the health of our body, as well as feel good, taste good, and be supporting our oral health.
So there you go. Again, Supermint is part of the new toothpaste, is part of the convention kit. Also will be available to order individually soon. And moving on, we have this great little box of essential oils that's included in the convention kit. And very excited about these. For my business with the aromatherapy bracelets, we've got a couple new oils that are going to be great support for emotions. And that includes Blue Lotus, which has been an oil that was featured as part of the Mother's Day floral collection a few years ago, and one that Emily Wright, what is her official title with?
She's the president of doTERRA and one of the founders.
She's one of the founders of doTERRA, has been on a quest to find pure blue lotus oil. And we got to hear all about the sourcing in China and how they have contracted with a couple over there that is providing employment and has these fields where they're growing this pure blue lotus, and they're able to produce enough for doTERRA to make it a permanent part of our essential oil collection, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it is. And there are over 300 jobs being provided, and families that are benefiting by the growth of the blue lotus. They have to form ponds, and then the blue lotus is grown in the ponds, and they are doing this. And the little couple from this region in China was present and came on stage, and they spoke to us, although I don't speak Chinese, so I couldn't understand them, but it's the real deal. doTERRA does make the world better in every place that they source our oils.
So Blue Lotus is the oil of highest potential. It's also really good for calming and relieving stress. Has a very delicate floral smell, so not overwhelming at all, really pretty. The next oil that we just got at the convention is a blend called Shinrin Yoku. So this is a Japanese name for forest bathing, which is something that I have only learned about recently as a term for spending time out in nature, disconnected from technology, basically. And I don't know if this is something that has come up since we've been so engrossed in technology and carry our phones with us everywhere, or if this is something that the Japanese have been practicing. It's probably something the Japanese have been practicing for centuries, knowing their traditions.
Yeah. And a very memorable moment in a forest for me is when Bill and I went to California, and went to the redwood forest, and just walking through that forest changed me. It changed how I felt. And this was a decade before I discovered essential oils, so I didn't realize it then, but it was the release of the essential oils from those beautiful redwood trees that was giving me this feeling of peace and uplifting and rejuvenation. And I felt so good after we spent a couple of hours in this redwood forest in California. And of course now I understand it, and this blend helps us bring the forest to our home, our office, our lives, because most of us will have a hard time finding a forest that we can just go and
on a
breathe.
daily basis. Yeah, maybe on the weekends if you get to go hike on the weekends, but certainly during the week, diffusing, there's a touch bottle and also a 15 ml bottle that comes in the kit. So this one I'm going to use in the diffuser. This one I'm already carrying around in my oil bag in my purse and using it with my diffuser bracelets and on my skin. Very gentle topical application, filled with tree oils, but also has a little citrus in it. I think it's grapefruit, which is uplifting and invigorating. So it's a really awesome blend.
Yeah, those brighten it up, and the tree oils are very healing to our body and mind.
And then finally, the last oil in the convention kit that's included is a 5 ml birch oil. And again, people cheered very loudly for this oil because we have been seeking a pure birch for many years. And doTERRA has the only pure birch on the market. There is the whole science behind it basically is that the science matches, or the constituents match that of wintergreen, and wintergreen is much cheaper than pure birch. It's actually harder to produce. So a lot of essential oil companies produce wintergreen oil and call it birch because the base chemical composition is the same, but
it's similar,
but lacks. Is it the, I can't say the exact thing that it lacks.
The salicylic acid is what is basically the same. Salicylic acid is an ingredient in wintergreen, and it is an important ingredient in the birch. And the birch has, is it alpha pinene that the birch is a little stronger in?
Yes, I believe
so.
That's it.
It has a slightly different constituent from the wintergreen. It's more potent, it's stronger, and so this is what I think you'll find fascinating. Birch that is sold on the market is made from either wintergreen, and they say it's birch, like Taia said, or they develop it from expired aspirin. Aspirin is salicylic acid. That's what your common aspirin is. Aspirin is developed from benzene. Benzene is a petroleum product. And so original aspirin compounds that Hippocrates discovered in the bark of a tree like over 2,000 years ago were salicylic acid, and it was natural. And then as our advanced age over the last few decades developed, it was developed synthetically in a lab, and that is made from benzene. So they take expired aspirin and they extract the salicylic acid, and they call that birch essential oil. And doTERRA has contracted with a farm in Pennsylvania with a man who has been knowledgeable about birch oil for decades. It's been in his family. His grandfather knew about birch essential oil. And now they have a sustainable source to produce birch oil, and literally no one else in the world has that. And so if you find birch oil online or in another place and it's not doTERRA, it's not real birch oil. doTERRA's done the heavy lifting with all the research. I believe that is 100% truth, and that we are the only ones with a real true birch oil. So And birch is powerful. And it smells delicious. It kind of smells like a combination of wintergreen and root beer, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
It
Sweet
smells.
smelling.
Smells absolutely delicious. It's a very powerful oil, good for reducing inflammation. And I'm looking forward to making friends with birch and learning, my particular ways that I will enjoy using it, because I really love wintergreen. That's a big player in our deep blue and in our past tense, and those are two oils that I use probably just about every day, especially the deep blue. And so I'm really looking forward to learning things that I personally like to do with the birch oil.
Yeah, I get the feeling that it's going to be great applied topically for body discomforts. That's what I've heard feedback from people so far, and as we continue to learn about more applications, we'll share that with you. So that is the convention kit that will be available to order October 1st. If you have any questions about ordering the kit, I know some of you that have ordered in past years are familiar with how it works, but if you haven't yet, this is a great kit to order to get started with better sleep, better gut health, fresh breath, and some beautiful essential oils.
Yeah, and when you buy it as a bundle, it's at a
You
discounted.
get a big old savings.
Yeah, really nice savings.
So the other thing that we got as a perk of going to convention and buying our kit at convention, but as a product that won't be available for a few more months, but we are very, very excited about, is the doTERRA MetaPower Recharge. And these are electrolyte packets. So I'm thrilled about these because I currently use Element rehydration packs, which are salt and electrolytes to support me when I work out, and these will be a wonderful replacement and have more in them, including magnesium and essential oils and all the good stuff.
Yeah, our hydration is so key, and most of us, myself included, go around dehydrated and don't realize it. I really struggle to keep a hydrated body. I would rather drink tea than water, but tea is not actually hydrating my body. It is liquid, and it's not that it's not good for me, but I need to always be conscious to add more water. And when we take electrolytes, it helps our body to absorb the water that we consume more effectively.
It tastes great. I have the lemon lime in my drink bottle right now. These sachets are liquid, and you just squeeze them into your water, stir them around, and sip them. Or chug them, however quickly you want to drink them.
Yep.
So these will be available January 1st. I know that's a few months to wait. If you're just dying to try a sample and can't wait until then, just reach out to us and we can probably hook you up. I know I'm going to be kind of hanging on to these, like using them, but not wanting to go through them before January 1st.
Right.
We have a few.
Yes.
And so that's it for convention products.
Awesome. And so really cool stuff. And do we have a giveaway we want to announce for the month of September?
We do have a giveaway. Before we do the giveaway, I just want to mention that the oil of the month that's 10% off is pink pepper. I wish I had a bottle of it because I'm wearing a pink top right now that reminds me of pink pepper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing my pink pepper top. So if you don't have pink pepper, it's a great oil to add to your collection. In last week's video, we talked about some of the benefits of it. It's very stimulating and uplifting. It's a great oil to diffuse, apply topically, and that's 10% off for the rest of the month.
Yeah, glad you mentioned that.
So one thing that happens at convention that is also super fun is that they open up the marketplace. And doTERRA Marketplace, they have, all the doTERRA merch, that we've got t-shirts and hats and sweatshirts. You got a nice fleece there, right?
I love the fleece I got. It has doTERRA on it and a logo. It's real classy though, and it's just so nice. Yeah.
So it's fun to go shop there in person and online. I believe that the marketplace is still open if you want to get yourself some doTERRA gear. You can check out and see what's available there, but we grabbed a whole bunch of stuff to do to give you in our giveaways, our monthly giveaways. So our monthly giveaway is we have a select product or item that we give away with 100 PV lifestyle order. You're entered to win. So we have one that we draw your name, out of the basket of people that have ordered for the month, and you could win this. So this month we have selected the bubble diffuser. These were selling like hotcakes. They're the cutest little diffusers, and I grabbed a few of them for you. We're gonna do a giveaway for one of them this month. And you put a bottle of essential oil in the top. You don't have to add any water. It's motion activated, and it goes off with a little puff of essential oil when the motion detector goes off.
And it's rechargeable.
Yeah.
It's rechargeable with a USB, so you just charge it up and then you can set it wherever you want it to be effective. It's really cute. And when these came out, maybe was it 2 or 3 years ago, people were just wild about them, and they still are. They're just a super popular little item, and they're so cute.
Yeah, really easy way to diffuse essential oils, and portable. Like she said, it's rechargeable. Super cute. Fits right in the palm of my hand. You can move it around the house with you, put it in the bathroom, wherever maybe you don't have access to a plug. And so your name will be entered to win this with an order of 100 PB or more during the month of September.
Mm-hmm. And our lifestyle orders are including or building a non-toxic home, a non-toxic lifestyle, and supplementing your body with good nutrients and using essential oils for the various things that they help with. And it's very easy to have $100 a month lifestyle order when we are replacing things that we buy anyway at the grocery store or at Target or somewhere else, and sourcing them from doTERRA, like our delicious peppermint toothpaste and all the things that we're all using all the time anyway.
So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this recap and unboxing of the doTERRA convention products. Again, the kits are going to be available on October 1st, and then they're rolling out availability of the products after that. So you will be able to get the GI support, the sleep support, the oils, the toothpaste, all of that will be available.
So thank you so much for joining us today. Put a like or an emoji. We always appreciate knowing that you're here. And comment, ask questions. That's what we're here for. And have a wonderful week. We'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.